All right, we are in Algebra 2. Today's date is the 7th of March, 2023. Again, this is still a review from Algebra 1. I don't think we ever touched this in geometry, though. There's always our number 0 step. In our old problems, you always had to factor out your greatest common factor. So let's get our procedure down first. I always call this step 0. It's always the thing that you might have to do, you might not have to do. Maybe I should call it step 1, but whatever. Step 0 is to factor out the GCF. Students will always ask, when do I do an advanced ninja star and when do I do a normal ninja star? And let me show you the two different scenarios. Ninja star versus advanced ninja star. A ninja star problem would look like this: x squared plus 5x plus 6. Notice that the number out in front of the x, there isn't a number. You assume that number is 1. An advanced ninja star problem would look like this: 2x squared. We'll make up a problem on the top of the, let's see, 2x plus 1. I think there's 3. 2x squared minus 5x. I can do math. Minus 5x minus 3. So the reason that this would be an advanced ninja star is because I've already factored out the greatest common factor. 2, 5, and 3 are all known as co-prime, meaning you can't factor anything else out. And we have a number here. No number, ninja star. Number, advanced ninja star. That's the distinction. So today, we're doing the advanced ninja star. We're doing problems that have a number out front. We're all okay. All right. Let me give you an example. Example number 1. What do we got here? Deal some problems. Let's do 20x squared minus 64x plus 12. All right, let's get some quiet raised hands ready to go. Make sure you're actually paying attention, you're not falling asleep. What do I do first? Perfect. That's step, I guess it's step 1, but yeah, you want to factor out the GCF. Perfectly, you want to take a shot at what the GCF of 20, 64, and 12 is. What do you think? What can I divide each of them by? You can even go even bigger. 8 doesn't go into 20. 8 goes into 24 though, so a little bit smaller. It's in between 8 and 4. 6 doesn't go into 20. 6 goes into 24. It is 4. Yeah, nice. So I can divide each of these by 4, which means 4 is being factored out, and I divide each of these by 4. Ready? Let's do rapid fire. Ashley, 20x squared divided by 4 is, or more simply, 20 divided by 4. Thank you, Carlos. This next one is just for Ashley, though.
Technically, I already answered, so I only have to.
All right, Josue, 64 divided by 4. 64 divided by 4? Not quite. I mean, 64 divided by 8 is 8. 64 divided by 4 is. Check this out. Ready? If I do 64 divided by 4, I take half of that. So if I go from here to here and I do a half, I have to do the reverse over here and I have to multiply by 2 to get from here to here, right? It's gonna be minus 16x and no 80. Last one. What number goes here? Positive or negative?
Positive. I said negative. It's positive.
Which one is it?
I don't know. It's negative. Positive.
Yeah, that's a positive 12. A positive divided by positive is a positive.
Yeah, I said positive.
I mean, if I say all the numbers between 1 and 100, I'll probably get the right answer when I need to factor things out. One of them's got to be correct. All right, good. We did the first step. We factored out the greatest common factor. And then from here, we're stuck. We have a number out front, which means we're not doing Ninja Star. We're doing our advanced Ninja Star. Here's how we set that up. You draw this X type symbol, which I guess looks like a Ninja Star. Again, I never learned about the Ninja Star system until I started working in Levining. From here, this number negative 16 comes down here. Again, we're never going to put X's in the main parts of the Ninja Star aside from the top left, top right, I suppose. So negative 16 is what they add to. And here's the tricky bit. 3 does not go here. Does anyone remember from all the way back in algebra 1? What number goes up here? How many raised hands do I see? Is that a raised hand? Kind of raised hand? Raised hand? Let's see it, Claire.
Can I just like a guess? Is it 3 times 5?
It is 3 times 5. You multiply this number and this number. 3 times 5 is 15. And be careful about your positives and negatives here. This was a positive, this was a positive, so this is also a positive. Sometimes one of these will be negative and it will mess you up. All right, and then from here, I'm going to take this first term. Technically, you're taking this 5 and this x to get 5x. 5x. Or you can just think of it's going to be that number x, and you can kind of ignore that. When you get into really big powers like x to the power of 8, that changes your problem, but I don't really want to do that. A lot of teachers do that in algebra too. Maybe I should try to push you guys for it. I'll think about it later. Anyway, we have the Ninja Star set up. Hello, Miss Sutton. So this is that basic question again. What two numbers multiply to 15 at the same time adding to negative 16? I see one person that already knows. Let's see if Chloe knows. She doesn't have her hand up yet. Only one person knows so far. What two numbers in these blank spots multiply to 15 and at the same time add to negative 16? Okay, 2 people know. I have Claire and Anatoly. Okay. Are you going to count from negative 100 to 100 and eventually get the right answer? Or okay. I haven't heard from Anatoly yet. Anatoly. Negative 15 and negative 1 is correct. Yeah, these both add to negative 16 and negative times a negative is a positive. 15 times 1 is 15. That works out. All right, and then from here we have the additional step of treating this number and this number as a fraction. I can say that this is 5x over negative 1. This fraction, I mean, maybe the negative can come out front, but typically you can't do anything. There's no reducing that we can do with these numbers. However, this fraction, which I ran out of room, I'm going to do it down over here. This fraction 5x over negative 15, I can reduce that. I can divide both the numerator and the denominator by what? Number with a quiet raised hand. Solomon knows. He's ready. 5 and 15 can both be divided by? Yeah, there it is. And if I do that, it turns into just x and negative 3. Both of these two components are essentially going to be our answer if I can reformat them. I can say that this is going to be x minus 3 times 5x minus 1. And we have our final answer with a mistake in it on purpose so that you guys can get some extra credit. If I box this, that's incorrect. Who can catch the mistake? Oh, there's a bunch of people getting extra credit. Is Chloe raising her hand? Oh, she is raising her hand. Okay. You can find the mistake. If you find the mistake, you get the extra credit. Honor system. I can only call on one of you, but you all get it. There's a mistake up here somewhere. And I think Carlos has a bit. Chloe, tell us what the mistake is.
You have to bring the 4 down.
4 should have come down. This 4 right here was originally factored out. And as Carlos also said, it needs to be in your final answer. Now it's correct. So if you found that, go ahead and pull out your extra credit tracker. Go ahead and put today's, again, our extra credit tracker has these little rectangles. On the left side of the rectangle, you'll put today's date, which is the 3rd of, oh, I did that backwards. I went to the normal. It's the 7th of March. And then on the right-hand side, I will come and give my signature. Give me room to sign your extra credit trackers. That's how to do a Ninja Star over and over again. There's not too much I can throw at you guys. It's that same process over and over again. The hardest part after you set up your Ninja Star is just figuring out what these two numbers are. Maybe the hardest part for you guys is the GCF, but for me, it's usually finding these two numbers. That's everything. I'm gonna stop recording. Oh, before I do that, let's do the fist of 5. If I gave you a problem like example number 1, how well could you do that on the fist of 5? I see a 4, a 4, a 4, a 3, 3.5, a 4, a 5, a 1, a 4, and Chloe has a 5. All right, excellent.